Oh, that was a good pour. That was a good pour. Don't prick a prickly pear with a paw. If you prick a pear, try to use the paw. But you don't need to use the paw when you prick. Ah, right, enough of that. Good evening, darlings. And first of all, are you in the right place? You're not bad. You're not bad there, are you? You're not bad there at all, darlings. I will take that. I'm getting the bloody hang of this. I haven't even got another screen up there anymore. I'm just focusing on you. Yeah, just a little black oblong over there. And there you go. A very warm welcome indeed to Wednesday night live. And over the space of the next hour, which I am looking forward to, by the way, I'd like to make that perfectly clear. Oh yes, and I'm unanimous in that. What? No idea. Where the hell was I? Over the space of the next hour, we are going to be waving away Wednesday and we're going to welcome in Thursday, aren't we, darling? Oh, yes. And we're going to notice that the candle isn't quite where it should be and rectify that. And we are going to do the whole hour in the company of the mighty hedgehog of truth. Oh, yes. There's a box that's going to be pounded, and of course, there is a portable community electric telephone upon which you can and, frankly, should leave a massage. Now, I'm going to have a good old slurp of my wine. I don't particularly deserve it tonight, but what the hell? I'm going to have it anyway. And then I'm going to dive headfirst into your comments, which are very much the meat and potatoes of this Spanish omelette that we are enjoying together. And then I would like to hear all about your day, what you've been eating, what's going on with you, all of the normal stuff. So cheers your very good health, bottoms up yours, and of course, don't forget to get stuffed. Thank you, darlings. I don't care. I don't care. You can hashtag fake winegasm as much as you like. I don't care. I'm the one having it. I'm the one enjoying it. And that wasn't a bad one. Now then, first cab off the rank tonight was the one and only Jimmy Quinn, who opened the batting with good evening, Boaty, and all, and several glasses of red wine. Good evening, Jimmy. Hope you're well. Hope you've got a little bit of something to keep you warm. Carol C followed up with hello to Boaty and all the community. Hope your day has gone swimmingly. And don't forget to like. I've hit it hard. Nobody hits it harder than you, my lovely Carol C. Good evening, Boaty and Puffling, says the wonderful Peter P. Stu is with us. And Stu's going to retire to bed pretty soon. So there you are. There you are. It is that time of night, isn't it? Wells Whitby is with us and introduces himself very kindly. Good evening, Jason from Glasgow. Well, a jolly good evening to you, fellow Jason. I'm also one. Thank you for being with us. Nick is with us. Rent lettings. Welcome to the Peugeot SW Owners Club, mate. Was it you who said, are you going to get a 207? I'm bloody thinking about it now, aren't I? I've got some mad ideas whirling around my head at the moment, darlings. You think that's bad? When I was young, we used to live in a septic tank. God, here we go. Here we go. Oh, you can't beat a Monty Python reference, can you? The name's Equator, Brian Equator. I love that sketch. Go on then, love. Drop 'em. Blimey, she don't go much, do she? I told you to lay off the beans. One of my okay. Well, feature number one. What's your favourite Monty Python sketch? That one is right up there for me. Andrew Buttigieg is with us, the lovely Ibis Spotty Botty. He greets everybody by name. Bad Books is here, the lovely Mark. Mustard's here. Oh, my darling Mustard. Hello, Loonies, he says. Excuse me, I am. That poor little hedgehog, says Mustard. This poor little hedgehog is living the life of Riley, mate. I'm still, God knows how, but I'm still on the verge of this thing. Don't know what it is. I think maybe I'm supposed to get it. Maybe I'm supposed to be ill, but I'm just too stubborn. Please excuse me for having to blow my schnoz in front of you. So what? Yeah. Hedgie's grand. He's living a better life than he did with you, mate. You neglected him. You let slugs crawl over him. He's happy here. He's well cared for. He's warm. He gets to appear on arguably the world's most popular live stream on a nightly basis. And he gets to look people in the eye with his glinty hedgehog of truth eyes and force them to be truthful about things that they would probably rather not be truthful about. The candle isn't central, says Peter P. You're right, it wasn't, it should be now. Right, I'm in bed, says Stu. And if M comes, oh, okay. The truth shall set you free, says Stu. Good evening, all, says the lovely M11 of the YouTube channel, the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon. Except it's not truly eponymous because Emma Lemon isn't her real name. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I'm giving away a trade secret there. Anyway, the point is, she says, good evening, all. It's that blasted time of the month, and I'm feeling like poo and something else. So we'll see how long it lasts. I hope you're all well. Well, better than you by the sound of it, love. Oh. Time of the month, eh? Well. You know what they say, Emmels. You know what they say. And if you do, can you tell me? Because I've always wondered. I haven't got a clue. Right, in shopping news, darlings, Sean earns millions by doing shopping news. I think, well, I shouldn't do it. In shopping news, darlings, I bought some stringless green beans that were reduced from £1.75 to 90 pence. In fact, I don't like packaging in my fridge. I like my vegetables to roam free. So we'll remove them from their plastic shroud and we will pop them in the veggie drawer, like so. There we are. That pleases me. And as if that wasn't enough, darlings, I also purchased some tomatoes for my vegetarian dark curry. I also purchased kidney beans. Oh, and in other food news, I have decided to go completely non-dairy. I was a little concerned about the only, as I said last night, the only dairy that I eat is butter, and I only eat a tiny bit of that. But I quite enjoy it, you know. I like a slice of buttered toast in the morning, and so I was a bit worried about what was going to. But the official Boaty's World life coach and dietitian has suggested a non-dairy alternative that is allegedly reasonably palatable. So, yeah, non-dairy from now on, darlings. Well, I say from now on, I've got a bit of butter left in the butter dish. Now, I might have some. Oh God, what have I forgotten the bloody word? Ethics. Ethics. Don't talk to me about ethics. I own most of it. That didn't quite come out right, did it? I might have some ethics, but I'm also not the richest man in the world, so I'm buggered if I'm going to waste however much butter is left in that there butter dish. Oh, that's a point. I shall miss having butter in this butter dish because I like the butter dish. Right, there's that much butter left in it. But, oh, do you know what I might do? I might cling to my ethics like a drowning man clinging to a life raft. And I might just leave that butter in there for guests or something. And I might just crack on with the, oh, whatever the hell it is I was supposed to buy tonight and forgot and will now buy tomorrow. So there we are. Matron is with us and saying hello to all sorts of people. Stratospherean is here and says good evening. Mark Passad is with us. Good evening, Boaty, Matron, and everyone in chat. Jimmy Quinn, did you, Jimmy? Jimmy Quinn packed up drinking 4 weeks ago. Bloody hell. Well, I'll drink to that. I better drink it twice to make up for Jimmy. Are you missing it, Jimmy, or are you okay? You need a 107, says Peter P. Yep, that thought had occurred as well. Oh, curse me and my OCD. Well, it's not OCD, is it? It's an addictive personality. Yeah, it's an addictive personality. Yeah, I've thought about a 107. I genuinely thought about a 207 SW. That thing is a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is probably a good thing because, you know, space for lugging stuff for the Airbnbs. And God knows it's bloody incredible. Did you watch the video? Did you see the MPG figures I'm getting? And I got exactly the same tonight. Now, spoiler alert for tomorrow's video, but I filled the car up with fuel tonight. Bloody hell, £83 that I'll never see again. I said this in the video. I tried to tell myself, well, you'd have spent that 83 quid anyway. It's fuel. You use a lot of fuel and you will use 83. All you're doing is you've spent it in one go instead of spending it 20 quid a day over the next 4 days or whatever. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels like 83 quid has just gone and I'll never see it again. But the point is that by doing that, I can do a brim tank to brim tank, use my clever app and find out what the car is actually doing to see how accurate or otherwise the trip computer is. If it's genuinely getting anywhere near in excess of 60 miles per gallon in mixed condition, stop, start, twisty, turny driving, I'm going to be over the bloody moon. But yeah, I've got mad ideas flying about. Since my friend suggested car camping, I'm thinking that would be a perfect car camper. I know I will turn that into a dedicated car camper, put a permanent setup in there, and get a 207 SW for the daily. Oh God. I mean, absolutely ridiculous thinking, but my mind is like a dropped hose, darlings. And yeah, I've been looking at 107s as well. A Peugeot 107 was my Malta car. That was the car I had in Malta. It was a little custard missile, a little yellow one, and I adored it. I didn't own it, but it was on the fleet of the lovely hire company in the village where I stay in Malta, where it's like a little family, quite honestly. And because I got so friendly, well, first of all, with Lucy, who owns the Chinese restaurant, but she's got her fingers in lots of business pies, very, very capable woman. And we became very friendly very quickly. So I was kind of adopted by the village, and John, Jon, no H, who did the local car hire, He and I became best buddies, and he always just looked after me. So I always had the same car. Um, I he would. I've probably told you this before, but every time I flew out to Malta, which used to be, on a monthly basis, then my car would be waiting for me, full of petrol, in the airport car park, with the keys under the mat in the boot. I knew which car it was, so it wasn't a problem. He'd text me and tell me where it had been left in the car park. I'd grab the keys out the boot, jump into it, and that would be my chariot for the next 2, 3, or 4 days, however long I was there for. And that was a little Peugeot 107, and I absolutely adored it. Perfect little car for Malta roads. And yeah, I wouldn't mind having a little 107 here for, well, I don't know what for though. That's the thing, isn't it? For when I didn't need the size of the 307 for just dodging around restaurant delivery stuff or something like that. But the 107 wouldn't be any more economical like that, so it'd be bloody pointless. I've also been looking at 207 cc's, but I think for the time being, the fleet should be and has been reduced to 4. So I've got the two pugs, 307, 407, both SWs. And then I've got my MG Rover collection, except that my MG Rover collection is now just one MG, one Rover. Oh, and tomorrow's video, Yvette Carte Blanche. She's no longer laid up with a flat battery. She's been out and about. She went dogging today, darlings. Well, at least she went to the Peak District's premier dogging location. And, got to be sensible. Don't need any more cars. I don't need 4 cars, let's be honest. But, Marvelous. Marvelous. Oh, I also bought toilet roll, darlings, but I've already taken it up to the bathroom, so you can't see it. I can't do an unpacking for you. If you're interested, it's Andrex Supreme Triple Quilted or whatever it's called. Excuse me. Oh, you're Jason, I'm Carl, says Carl. Sorry. Sorry, I forgot that you were Carl. I do apologise. Don't confuse him, says Peter P. I am easily confused. Everybody's congratulating Jimmy on giving up the booze. Hello, Mr. Boaty, says Dan Peters. Hello to you. I totally agree. The stupid plastic packing is just a way of EU rubbish. Food should be simple and not with all that silly added rubbish. I've decided to go on a carnivore diet. Oh, okay. Veg, says Matron, out of one type of plastic into another. Well, admittedly, yeah, my fridge door is plastic, but you know what I mean? I always think food needs to breathe a bit. I don't want it getting all sweaty, encased in plastic. I don't like that idea. Meat and dairy, says Dan, and raw milk and butter. Exactly the opposite way that I'm going. I intend to be. I'd better be careful what I say. I got an angry voice note this morning. First thing this morning, came downstairs, made a cup of coffee, picked up my portable electric device, which I do leave downstairs, darlings. I don't take my telephone. Admittedly, I take an iPad into the bedroom. I do not take my telephone. I draw the line somewhere. So I had a look at that, and there was a voice note waiting, and it was it was from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, who was somewhat angrily reacting to something that I said about being a vegetalist on last night's live stream. So that's how my day started. I'm getting revenge. I'm using it as content. It's going into tomorrow's video. So I've got to be careful what I say, but I am going completely non-dairy, and that is purely for ethical reasons, genuinely. and I'm going to continue moving away from. I'm going to move away from meat being uh, a perpetual part of my diet. I will go days or I will go some meals or some days or perhaps even some weeks without eating meat. But I have got no intention of becoming a vegetalist. And it is out of principle, whether you like it or not, Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. I just think carbs and all those stupid modern ingredients are not for me, says Dan. Simple food is far better. Keep it simple. Hello, everyone. Hope you're great and well. Uh, Jimmy says, oh, what did Peter P say? Oh, right. But you still enjoy Boaty's lives, Jimmy, says Peter P. And Jimmy says, not really, Peter. His live streams are crap. I'm hoping they might get better. You've been hoping that for 3 years, haven't you, Jimmy? 3 years you've been hoping these bloody things will improve. Now you get to experience the live streams through my sober eyes, Jimmy, says the M11. So what is the spread you will be using, asks Matron? Oh, hang on. Hang on, I'll have to find it now. I can't remember. Flora buttery spread with natural something or other. It's some form of Flora dairy-free butter. Apparently, most of them taste like crap, but this one is okay. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Dinner, says Bad Books, and he does mean lunch, was ham and mustard salad. Oh, that sounds nice. Tea, and he does mean dinner, was a cheeky brunch. 4 rashers of bacon, 2 Cumberland chipolatas, roasted potato cubes, baked beans, and a fried egg. That sounds utterly fantastic, said the man who's moving away from meat. That does sound good, though, doesn't it? Oh, Richard is with us. Hello, mate. Hello. I did see your comment on the video. I'm glad that I didn't realize she'd passed away. But, you know, I kind of guessed or assumed. And I'm glad that the funeral went as well as these things can go. I mean, you know, it's an awful thing to say, but if you're going to have to face a funeral, then an Irish one is pretty much as good as they come, isn't it? Then there are lots of hellos, blah, blah. Well done, Jimmy, says Bad Books. Mark, I gave up drinking 2012. I have checked out with my official Boaty's World Hindu consultant, Ram. And as a bound and as a pure bound, I am allowed to drink alcohol. So that's a bloody relief, isn't it? I'm not allowed to eat beef, buffalo, pork, chicken's okay. Bloody hell, Jimmy. I'm saving 600 plus a month. How much were you spending on booze? Sodding hell. Oh, it is in fact my birthday today, says Dan. Happy birthday, Dan. Many happy returns to you. Yeah, the thing is with these modern cars, these MPG computer things say your MPG is far more than it is. Well, we will find out, Dan, when I do the brim tank. Just stick with that motor, says Mustard. Forget about buying more. I never forget about buying more, but I don't intend to. Well, I haven't got the money to. No, I intend, yeah, absolutely stick as we are. I always have mad ideas. I don't always even think about putting them into fruition. Mimi is brilliant. I watched your video, by the way. I know there's more out now. I watched the one on the Is It Any Good? Quite amusing. I thought owning two Peugeots meant you'd given up OCD. Well, no, it's just swapping one thing for another, isn't it? So you've got three B&Bs on the cards. Busy boy incoming, says to you. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, I'm going to be a busy boy, aren't I? Kind of two Airbnbs, one hotel. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of doing. I had a 106 Peugeot 1.5 non-turbo diesel, and it was great on fuel. Simple engine. Three hotels and two Peugeots are a recipe for disaster, says to you. The 1.5 diesel was a fun little car to rag, says Richard. It was. I had one, a Citroen AX with the 1.5 diesel, and that was awesome. I took, I've told you the story before, I know, but on our second date, I took the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty to Paris in that little AX 1.5. And then on our third date, I'm pretty sure I used it again to take her to Brussels. Matron says somebody asked Matron how she was, and she says, I'm pretty much recovered now. Oh, it was Richard. Just the occasional cough if I talk too much. 40 in chat, notices Mark Passad, but only 15 likes. Sort it out, people. Oh, now then, what an unexpected but genuine pleasure. Anthony Hendrick. May I call you Ant, as Tracy does? Right, so here we go. Hello, everyone. Newly subscribed today. On a serious note, a big thank you to Boaty for creating the singles group where I met the lovely Tracy P, my soulmate, and other lovely friends. Ah, lovely. Yeah, this is, our Tracy P, Tracy Cardiff, who jumped into the old inner scrotum from singles. Well, this is her other half, and yeah, they met in singles. They're both the loveliest of people, well, you're very welcome, and I'm just utterly delighted, as I am for all of the people that found each other through singles, including my own cousin quite recently. And I'm so happy about that I'm willing to forgive singles for for giving me a year of Chinese madam. She came through singles. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bless her. I hope she's doing fantastically well. But Anthony, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for, I know that you're not really into YouTube. Thank you for creating an account and whatever, and for subscribing, and for being here on the live stream. I hope you make even more lovely friends here. And it's great to see you here. You don't get quilted toilet roll on Hubnut, says Richard, and it's true, you don't. Those times have lasted weeks. Are they preserved in aspic? I threw away the dead ones, and they're not, considering they were thrown out of the restaurant because they were dead. And that was about 3 days before my birthday. Christ, and that was over 2 weeks ago. So they have done well, haven't they? They do need replacing now, though. Simone is with us and had a tiring day. Went volunteering, ate a ham and cheese panini, did her deliveries, which took an age, and then came home and waited for the pest control man. I'm £60 lighter, she says, and have a family of mice in the loft. Oh dear. That would have all made an excellent vlog, Simone, says the M11. Ah, you see, thinking like a YouTuber, everything is content. Even angry voice notes from Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. Uh, why not just use olive oil if you don't want butter, says Mustard. Um, well, because I don't think I'd like it on toast. Now, in something like if I'm making mashed potato, totally olive oil instead of butter every time. Um, but on toast, olive oil on toast, I think not. Or if I'm making a sandwich, a nice vegetarian ham and mustard sandwich. Ugh, not Flora, says the M11. I'll try it. It's been recommended. And the M11 agrees with Nigel. Jimmy says, Boaty, quilted toilet roll is like wiping your ass on a duvet. Well, you know, those spread things are bad news, says Mustard. Not if they're plant. I mean, it's plant based. How bad can a plant be? Flora, enjoy, I hope. Why not just use something like pure oil, coconut, or olive with a little grind of salt? For some things, yes, but not on bread. Richard says, apparently, my Irish uncle, who lives in Ripley with his wife, gets his favourite curry from Boaty's restaurant. Small world. Yeah, brilliant. Well, tell him thank you and tell him to say hello next time he orders. Your ideas aren't mad, says Mustard. They're just annoying. If you're not allowed beef and you're not eating meat, I didn't say I'm not eating meat, Emma. I didn't say I'm not eating meat. I specifically said I am not becoming a vegetalist. Does that mean no more posh quality leather too? No, it doesn't. No, I'm not becoming a vegetalist. I'm leaving a meat door open. Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Open your meat doors, love. Incoming. No, I'm not, I'm not doing anything binary. Now, as a pure bone, then, well, as a Hindu full stop, I'm not supposed to eat beef, admittedly, because the cow is sacred. But, but then I'm not actually a Hindu. I am a reverend minister of the Pastafarian Church. So bugger it. Like I said last night, I can adopt certain Hindu practices as a mark of respect for that my Nepali Hindu family have made me one of them and very kindly given me the highest caste. So I will respect that to a certain degree. It ain't going to stop me having a McDonald's hamburger if I fancy one, or some rare roast beef on the odd Sunday that I can afford it. And all of the beautiful leather products which I currently have, I'm not going to get rid of them. That would be insane. The cows are already dead. Me keeping using them isn't going to do them any more harm, is it? And Emma, it was you who told me. You banged on about it. You said that it's not an absolute, it's a sliding scale. You're not giving up things, you're just slightly stepping away from them. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking your advice. Spread is supposed to be one molecule away from plastic or something, isn't it? I guess that means it just slides through you. I think this is plant based, so rather than plastic based. I don't know. The point is, it's not dairy. and I quite like not having dairy. And however bad it is, what's the worst that it can do? I have one slice of bread a day, right? Um, Now, if I put a little bit of spread on it and some baked beans, is that going to kill me? Well, if it does, it does. Sometimes I have more than one slice of bread a day. If I had a sandwich, if I had a nice salad sandwich for my lunch, then that would be three slices of bread. And that would be a little bit more spread. But ultimately, I would rather, ethically, I would rather risk harming myself um, by eating something that some people say is one molecule away from being plastic, and might be for all that I know. I'd rather do that than eat dairy and cause harm to creatures that, quite honestly, don't ask for it and don't deserve it. Dairy is cruel, darlings. Dairy is cruel. But you don't need to worry about that. I'm worrying about it a little bit, and that's why I'm not doing it. If you think that's wrong, fine. Don't worry about it. You crack on. You keep on having your milk that, oh, don't get me started on milk. It's not even, I bet you, if you buy your dairy direct from a local farm, then fair play to you. I don't mind. Crack on. If you buy your dairy from a supermarket, so there's not even the mitigation of that you're putting food on a farmer's table, because the supermarkets pull their trousers and pants down and bend them over the table with the prices that they pay the farmers. Anyway, do what you want. It's nothing to do with me. Ah, Mrs. Trellis from North Wales, says Steve. Yes, it was Mrs. Trellis from North Wales. If if anybody if anybody understands that reference, do put it in the comments. I'll be disappointed if at least one of you doesn't understand the Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. I'll be really disappointed. Posh toilet paper. Is he expecting you, Emma, says Peter P? No, I'm bloody not. I wouldn't be buying the posh stuff if I was expecting Emma. It would be the own brand. And that's not because Emma doesn't deserve the very best. It's because of the quantities involved. Mustard says processed plants made to taste like butter have a lot going on to make them taste that way. Lots of chemicals involved, etc. Inflammatory oils. I don't care. It's better than eating dairy. What's the name of your of the restaurant, Boaty? I'll check out the reviews, says Steve. The restaurants are called Kathmandu Gurkha. There's Kathmandu Gurkha, which is Clay Cross, the original, and there's Kathmandu Gurkha 2, Ripley, which is mine. But just Kathmandu Gurkha, really. Oh God, and you're all banging on about these bloody. The ingredients in the flora are plant oils, rapeseed, coconut, and sunflower, water, salt, faba bean preparation, emulsifier, color. So you could just use oil instead. Yeah, but that wouldn't look like butter. And there's nothing bad in there. That's all right. I'm okay with that. Well, you said you weren't eating meat for ethical reasons. So I thought that might extend to leather, that's all. Well, you're completely wrong. Not only did I not say that I was not eating meat for ethical reasons, I didn't say that I was not eating meat. I said exactly the opposite. If you care to scroll back, I said that I was not going to become a vegetalist out of principle. I said that I was going to keep a meat door open. I was just going to embrace an existence and an eating culture that meant that meat was not a permanent part of my diet. I specifically said that I would not stop eating meat completely. So you're wrong on both counts there. Um, the ethical reasons I said were dairy. I said that I was giving up dairy for ethical reasons, not meat. There's a difficult, there's a different ethical argument between the two. Dairy is cruel, says Mustard, but it's natural. Yeah, well, so is murder, Cain and Abel in the Bible. So what you're going to do? Just excuse murder on the basis that it's natural? No, we have to evolve as a species. Oh, and Peter P gave the name of the restaurant, bless him. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Real Gurkhas? Are they like Oompa Loompas, say Steve? You wouldn't say that to one of them. You wouldn't say that to one of them because they are the most fearsome fighting men on the planet, as most people know. So of all the people to say something disrespectful to, then a Gurkha would be one of the last. You don't mess with them. You don't mess with them. I've told you, I mean, they're the loveliest people in the world. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore them. But if you cross the line with them, then, you know, I've told you the stories about Bishnu. And Bishnu, he's like my brother, and he's the loveliest man in the world. But Jesus Christ, cross the line, and he is scary. They all are. And they all genuinely still have their kukuri, this horrendous curved knife that's designed to do maximum damage when they plunge it into you. If you look carefully at any video in the restaurant, then you will see that in the bar area there are two genuine Gurkhali kukuri, and oh yeah, you wouldn't want to call them Oompa Loompas. Boaty, says Jim Bob, methinks you are on the fence a bit with your food choices, but admit it, you are turning vegan or you're just winding us up. I'm telling you the truth. I'm heading in that direction, admittedly. Now, I've been honest in the past. I am a hypocrite. Um, I am a hypocrite because I, in my heart, morally and ethically, I don't, and this is me personally, I don't agree with eating meat. Now, I'm lazy and I am a hypocrite. Um, I don't eat lamb because the sheep in my field, first thing I see when I open my eyes, I can't imagine eating them. But I choose to ignore the fact that the bacon in the packet in the supermarket or the roast beef, or well, it wouldn't be roast beef, the joint of beef or the McDonald's hamburger, I choose to ignore the fact that those come as a result of a beautiful, living, breathing animal being slaughtered, perhaps inhumanely, purely so that people like me can eat them. Now, if I would have been vegan long ago, if shops didn't exist, if I had to slaughter the animal, blah 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 blah, then I wouldn't have been vegan to begin with, and my grandparents I have killed chickens, darlings. My grandfather used to keep chickens as well as other animals, and yeah, we killed them for Sunday lunch. But I couldn't do it now. So I am the ultimate hypocrite. And as Mustard always has a little laugh and a joke about, I kind of excuse myself for things that I do by admitting it and saying, yeah, I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm arrogant. Yeah, I'm this. But is that okay? I don't know. I don't know. I've for a while now I felt that I should be vegan or at least vegetarian. But yeah, I am just a hypocrite. So I'm moving in that direction. I'm moving in that direction, but as things stand, that's not the intention. I'm just trying, as Emma has taught me, I'm just trying to move the scale a little bit and experiment with it and see how it goes. What I said yesterday was true. The lunch that I had that previously I would have fully enjoyed um, made me feel ill. And I don't know if that is psychosomatic or whether it's because I was eating crap stuff, but I was used to eating crap stuff and I thought it made me happy. And I've spent a few days of not eating crap stuff and then I ate something crap. And so it made me feel like crap. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just, yeah. So, Jim Bob, I probably am a little bit on the fence there, but that's where I'm at with it. Mr. Lloyd doesn't think about baby cows when he's enjoying a nice beige leather interior. Well, yeah. I mean, leather, God, you could have ethically sourced leather. I wonder if there is such a thing. I mean, if the cow was already dead, then the leather wouldn't matter, would it? If it died of old age. Ah, my dad was with the Gurkhas for 3 years, 41 to 45, says Jimmy. Boaty is a conundrum wrapped in an enigma spa. Yeah, we see what you did there. If I had to kill my own food, says Matron, I would be a pescatarian. There we are. When I was little, says Andrew, my dad took me to a piggery. The sights and sounds still haunt me to this day, and the smell. Yeah, well, there we are. It's kind of, oh, it's, you know, I. Oh, a voice note. Thought we were never going to get one tonight. Here we go. Oh, and it's Simone. Get ready.
Hello again, Mr. Boaty.
Hello.
Don't forget to pound your box as if you were spending the night with Mr. Joseph Lloyd and a dead baby cow.
Thanks for that image, Simone. And thank you for, because that's popped up, I've got the picture of your bedside lamp, which I didn't show to people yesterday, but I'll show it to them now. Hopefully you can see that. Right, let's get this box pounded, shall we? Here we go. Nobody has got. I'm disappointed in you people. Mustard, I'm especially disappointed in you. You should have got this. Right, Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. Nobody gets that. Oh, nobody gets that. Not enough Radio 4 fans in this community. Right, let's get this pounded. There it goes. That's that done. Now then, other news, darlings, because it is almost time to go. Well done, Peter P. Well done, Peter P. Thankfully, somebody got it. Boaty says, Richard, I've been eating like a king here in Ireland. Beautiful cooked breakfast with white pudding, black pudding, local sausages and bacon, eggs. Had steak tonight with homemade chips. Ooh. Jim Bob says, chicken, 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 previously eaten. Okay, that's your choice, sir. I worked in a meat factory and I used to see them hanging up and split. It also had the halal people there. Oh, it's a personal thing, isn't it? I'm not going to bang on any drum and tell people how to live their life unless it's to do with illegal stuff or crime or drug taking. Then do what you want. I've never listened to Radio 4, Boaty, says Jimmy Quinn. Well, you've missed a lot. That's all I can tell you. What was I going to do then? I was going to do something. Oh, right. Yeah. Now then. Okay. On Monday night, we were talking about next Monday night. And I was saying I mustn't waste a Monday, blah, blah, blah. I've decided what I'm going to do next Monday, if you're at all interested. I've checked out the weather in Llandudno, and it's going to be beautiful. Wonderful sunshine. It's going to be quite warm. So I've decided that next Monday I'm going to Llandudno for an overnight. Will you be staying at the Grand again, I hear you ask? Will I buggery? I'm going to stay at the Marine Hotel, which has a car park, unlike the Grand, and which has featured on 54,635,412 different YouTube channels, because it is widely known as being the cheapest hotel in Llandudno. Rooms from £35 per night. God, look at the rooms though. And it's a hotel with facilities. It has a bar, it has a restaurant, it has a car park, it has a swimming pool, darlings. So I'm going to stay there. I'm going to book it tomorrow. I've already checked it out. So that's what I'm going to do. Llandudno is very definitely, as I discovered on my birthday, my happy place. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to be happy. And hopefully you'll be happy too, because you will be with me in videos and in a live stream and so on and so forth. So that's the plan. But you know me, I like to do things a bit differently. So all of the YouTube videos that I've looked at, they've all said, I went to the cheapest hotel in Llandudno, £35 a night, blah, 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 blah. And fair play, they've all gone. They've booked the single cupboard, and they've had a reasonably miserable time for a very small amount of money. I'm going to do it differently, darlings. I'm going to do it differently. Is it £7? All right, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the car park was £7, but that's all right. If it's £7, it's £7. Oh, Peter P. The Chinese, a grand bunch of lads. I get that reference, and that is funny. Right, so yeah, okay. If it's £7, it's £7. It's car parking is not easy in Llandudno. I don't mind paying £7. So all of the other YouTube channels have gone to this hotel and gone, yeah, I stayed in the cheapest hotel in Llandudno, blah, 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 blah. And they've all stayed in the cheapest room, £35. It's like a single bed in a cupboard, but you still get access to the bar, the restaurant, the swimming pool, all of that. So I'm sure it's fantastic value for money. I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to book their best room, which actually looks rather nice, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go at it with a different attitude. It's just an excuse to go back to Llandudno, really, isn't it? Um, all hell's about to let loose with the Airbnbs. Um, and I can get there for nothing now that I've got Mimi. How much is it going to cost me to get to Llandudno and back in Mimi LeBlanc? About £2.40. So it's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? So there you go. Those are my plans for next Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday the weather is shit. It's going to rain all day, but Monday's going to be lovely. Are you planning another 2 a.m. walk? Yes. And sea dip in Llandudno? Yes. Yes to both. I'm planning a proper sea dip this time. I will leave all of my valuables in the hotel, which, oh, excuse me, which is right on, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm planning to do this on the Tuesday morning because I am annoyed with myself that I didn't do it properly last time. I made the classic mistake. I assumed that I was having an unpleasant experience because I thought, and other people thought, that going into the Irish Sea in January would be an unpleasant experience. And looking back, it really wasn't. It was lovely. And I'm so annoyed that I treated it as if it was. So this time, and I don't care if it's raining, I'll leave my valuables in the hotel. I'd already checked out of the Grand on my birthday. So I was stuck with a load of stuff on the beach. I will just head from the hotel on Tuesday, possibly before breakfast, with nothing with me other than a change of clothes and a towel and a camera and a tripod. I'll set the camera up on the beach and I will go out into the sea and I will do it properly. I won't just stand there and just do a derisory shoulders under. I will get out into that sea and I will swim. And I will swim for a good 10 minutes and I will swim underwater and I will do all of that because I should have done it on my birthday. I'm annoyed that I didn't, but there we are. So, yep. Are there perving opportunities at this hotel? I've got no idea. I guess I'll find out. Are you inviting Christian to go with you to co-host a live stream? Yeah, absolutely not. Bloody hell. He's a lovely chap, but yeah, no. God. Don't forget your swimming trunks for the pool. I won't forget. I'm going to get some new ones, actually. I am going to get some new ones. I've still got pretty good thighs, darlings. And those baggy old shorts that I've had forever don't do credit to my thighs. So I'm going to get some proper trunky, speedy, trunky things. I love the Welsh coast and I love a Welsh accent. It's tidy. It is. Watch out for jellyfish. Yeah, can't be worse than the. Oh, you know my history with jellyfish. You know the African thing in the hospital and all of that. I don't think there were any of those on the coast of Wales. Boaty is going to bask and frolic in the Irish Sea. I am. I am. That is my plan for next week, darlings. I've got nothing else has come up. And that is my best plan. I've got a car that will get me there and back incredibly cheaply. There's a video there to be made with my little tweak on it. Honestly, just look on YouTube. Every YouTuber in the world has been to the Marine Hotel, and they've all been because it is cheap. Now, I went to the Grand with one intention. Everybody goes to the Grand and says it's expensive, it's supposed to be amazing, it's actually really shit. And there are a million videos that you can look at. I wanted to go to the Grand and make a video that said exactly the opposite. Okay, it may not be what it was, but I love this place because of this, that, and the other. That's why I wanted to go there. I wanted to make the opposite video to the video that everybody else has made. I do that in all of my life with everything. When the world goes one way, I always want to go the other. I want to be different. And that was my plan with the Grand. Now, it didn't work out because I've discovered that when I go places with somebody, I end up not making a video. I mean, I went to Llandudno 3 times. I went twice with Emma, once on my birthday, trying to make a video that I never got to make because when I'm with somebody, I just have fun and don't make a video unless I make a video of not making a video like I do when I'm with Mustard. And the only way I got any kind of a video out of my birthday Llandudno was because I buggered off in the middle of the night at God knows what hour and went out on my own and filmed when I was under the influence of vodka and my happy place and let out a lot more than I was planning to let out. So it's going to be the same thing this time. I'm going to make the opposite video. The world goes one way, I'm going to go the other. I'm going to go to the cheapest hotel in Llandudno and book the most expensive room. And hopefully have a jolly good time while I'm at it. So there we are. Having fun is more important than making a video. Enjoy yourself, says Sarah Parsons. Bless you. Let's whisk through the old comments and then bugger off. Diddly-do. Leave your valuables. Won't that hurt? My valuables, my wallet, I'm not talking about my wedding vegetables. I'm not detaching them. Are you meeting up with anyone there, Jason? Asks Sarah Parsons, and then goes on to say hi. No, as far as I'm aware, it's just me. So unless somebody shouts up and says, oh, yeah, I'll come along, then no, just me. And you guys for the live stream. Russian spy ship? I didn't know anything about that. Right, there you are, darlings. It has gone midnight. I'm going to, I'm going to sod off, quite frankly, and I'm going to, first up, I'm going to get a shower. Oh, there was something I was going to talk to you about tonight, and I completely forgot to talk to you about it. So I will do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to grab a shower. I'm going to grab some supper. And then I'm going to get my bum to bed. The next 2 days are going to be, spoiler alert for the video. I've got to replace a headlamp bulb in Mimi tomorrow. The mats are arriving for Mimi tomorrow. So there's going to be stuff to do, but I've got people coming the next 2 days. I've got a boiler service tomorrow, and I've got my gas certificate annual thing happening on Friday. So that's going to kind of time into the place a bit. But yep, say good night, everybody. Let's all bugger off. We've all got things to do, haven't we? We've done everything, haven't we? We've pounded the box. Yep, we are all done. Somebody, thank you, Peter P., understood the Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. I'm so disappointed in you, especially you, Mustard. It's not even the first time I've used it. I used it in the Great Wiper Debate videos. Oh, and Josh comes along just as we are saying good night. I'm sorry, Josh. Don't take it personally. We are about to bugger off. So let me wish you a safe and peaceful night and a reasonably decent day ahead. I hope there's some pleasure in it to be taken by all of you. Take really good care of yourselves. Take care of those that you love and who love you, if you're fortunate enough to have them. The candle will be relit. Same time, same place tomorrow. 11 o'clock, Thursday Night Live. I hope you can join me. Thank you so much for your company. Much love to you all. Can't wait to see you next time. So, on that note, pachoo! And indeed, bosh. Now, this is where it gets awkward trying to turn you off. Is it that? And then is it